Welcome on into Garage Takes here on this episode. We're going to talk Michigan football, the win at Wrigley Field against Northwestern, Bryce Underwood, a rising star in Andrew Marsh, but still plenty of concerns ahead for this Michigan team and this program with just one more get-right game before Ohio State. If you guys haven't done so already, do us a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button, hop in the comment section down below. Let us know what you think about this team right now. 2 games left on the schedule. Brant, I'll kick it over to you. Your initial thoughts on the game and this team.
My initial thought is thank God they won so your trip to Chicago wasn't spoiled. I am so happy for you. Secondly, Sharon Moore continues to show that he doesn't know how to prepare this team. He doesn't know how to manage the clock. He continues to be a mediocre football coach, and it just needs to improve. And I think we need to start right there, Dave. Obviously, some of the execution things were not good. 5 turnovers, 2 missed field goals, basically 7 turnovers all told. And you're not supposed to win football games when you do that. Michigan did win this football game, but I think there's a real problem with Sharon Moore right now and this coaching staff as a whole, Dave. And I hate when Michigan fans or the media just say, Bryce is young and this is going to be a learning process for everybody. And Bryce made a couple mistakes on Saturday, but this is not just a Bryce Underwood thing, Dave. This is tough to watch throughout. Not being able to finish drives in the red zone, and that continues to rear its ugly head. These receivers just not being good enough. Thank God for Andrew Marsh. He makes a stellar play basically to save this game. If that 3rd and 10 doesn't get converted, maybe they don't win the football game. That's completely in the realm of possibilities. But I think we just have to start and end with Sharon Moore right now. And right now it's just not good enough. It's not the Michigan standard. Beating Purdue by 5 is not good enough. Beating this Northwestern team by 2 is certainly not good enough. Off a bye week? Are you kidding me? Dave, it's all just not good enough, and we need to see vast improvements this weekend. And this is the last dress rehearsal before you get to play Ohio State. And I understand this team not being a college football playoff caliber team. I do understand that, but it should look different than this.
Yeah, 7 turnovers in the last 5 quarters, I believe, is what it is for Michigan, and that's not good, especially like you said when you come off a bye week, and that is not gonna beat many teams on your schedule when you turn the ball over 5 times. The statistics are not very good in your favor when you turn the ball over that much. But Brant, I'm just gonna play everything what you said about Sharon Moore, the questions that like I'm right there with you. The one thing that I will hold on to of a Mr. Brightside, if you will, is I know you can't get rid of the turnovers with Bryce. They happened. They were ugly. They were bad. They're at the worst possible time. Bryce also made some incredible throws throughout this game that I think that he actually, up until the end of this game, really flashed some greatness. I think he had one of his best games up until it wasn't good. And so yeah, I also am sick of hearing about how he's a freshman and this and how young this team is. I guess you get to use that excuse all year, but at what point are these guys not freshmen anymore? They've all got several games under their belt, and you got to put your big boy pants on and show up to play each week. And unfortunately, what's kind of become the identity of this Michigan football team, which isn't a good one, is a team that it has more talent in just about every game that's going to be on their schedule, except the ones where it's maybe close in talent or the other team has just a little bit more. They tend to lose those games. And when Michigan has an abundance of more talent, they win those games, but not in a pretty fashion. And I don't just mean winning by 40 points. I'm talking about the turnovers, the lack of execution on special teams. It's just a lack of cohesiveness. And I think it's a huge problem. It's a huge problem, and I don't know how much better it's going to get. Like, I don't know, Brant, how you iron that out and fix that. Yeah, you got Maryland this weekend, who, yeah, they haven't won a game since September, right? And that to me, it still does nothing for me. It's like we're going to go in to this game at Maryland. No matter how many Michigan fans are there, it's going to be. It's not a trap game, right? Sharon Moore was very big on not calling it a trap game. I understand that. I just don't know what else there is. I don't know what to expect anymore from this team. Like it's like I know Michigan plays this Saturday at Maryland late afternoon, and I'm just fully expecting a close, ugly game that I hope Michigan wins by a few points. I know they're favored by like 13 and a half. I, I don't
This
know.
team
I don't
doesn't
see it.
cover. This team doesn't cover spreads. But
No,
other than that, it can't be a trap game. You don't get to beat Purdue by 5 and then beat Northwestern by 2 and not get to call something a trap game. I mean, this is an absolute
I
probably
agree.
dogfight.
Yeah.
But I think the one thing that you can certainly look at, Dave, is can you reduce the turnovers? I mean, do the obvious things, right? Can you clean it up a little bit? Can you not put Samaj Morgan on the field? I mean, there's going to be certain things that you can do to improve this team. Can you get the tight ends involved? I mean, Dave, we sound like broken records week after week. Can you get these things involved? One nice thing is obviously our third string running back was ready to play football. That was actually really refreshing. But once again, you can see where Michigan is really good or maybe even on the fringe of elite, which is being able to run the football and have those openings for running backs to run through, and the offensive line can play well enough for you to win football games like that. But I'm looking for so much more from this team, and I'm just not getting it. And I fully expect this team to be in a dogfight this weekend, and it's probably a good thing because I think beating Northwestern and cutting your teeth like that, if you do have a silver lining, it's like you're finding ways to win these games instead of finding ways to lose these games like they did last year. Um, However, this team is so much more talented, and that's really, Dave. You and I can go back to and say, yeah, Sharon Moore. One of the things that he's really done well is recruit. We know that the NIL money cannon's firing on all cylinders. We're able to get these players in here, but where is the player development? Thus far this year, we haven't really seen a ton. Bryce probably did have his best game, but I'm not so sold that that it's all coaching at this point. Like he's just looking more comfortable. He's layering the ball in there. Like I feel like Bryce has probably always had that, but now they're starting to unleash him a little more. I really like the zone read that he pulled to basically walk into the end zone. So he's looking definitely a little more comfortable, but I think that's more of a Bryce evolved thing. Like he was always going to be on that trajectory no matter where he went to college, than just being at Michigan. But I'll tell you what, Dave, these things have got to get cleaned up because this team is too talented to have 7 turnovers in 5 quarters be the story of their season and the way that it goes. I don't care if you end up losing to Ohio State just because they out execute you and they play a little bit better, but if you turn it over against Ohio State 5 times, you're liable to lose by 60 points. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's just a real thing. Um, so yeah, it needs to be better on all fronts, and I expect it to be.
The one thing that I am excited about is number 4 there on offense, Andrew Marsh. We got to give that kid some props. I mean, that he was. I think I just go back to the Andrew Marsh recruitment and everything. He was the one wide receiver, right, that had committed to Michigan, even pre Bryce Underwood when that flip came and all that. He's kind of just stuck with Michigan throughout his recruitment, wanted to be here, just a good kid, a Michigan man, if you will. He's just got that aura about him. And my God, Michigan has needed that so badly. And Donovan McCulley has been good too. I wouldn't say he threatens defense. I don't know if that's on him, if that's on how they're drawing things up to get him involved. He's very good. I don't think he's been a disappointment this year. I think when they've called his number, he's been just fine. But Andrew Marsh, dare I say, looks like he could be elite in the next couple of years. And he's not the fastest guy on the field. He doesn't have crazy athleticism, but he's got crisp route running. He's got good hands. He just finds a way to get open. And I think one huge positive is Bryce has needed that so bad. Like I know we keep banging the table on the tight ends. I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, it's not going to happen consistently at this point. There's 2 games left. Uh, but if Bryce has a guy that he can rely on, I feel really good about just just moving forward. I mean, yes, this year, but like next year as well. Like I know even before we bring talent in, I think Andrew Marsh deserves a ton of credit, man. Like this, talk about true freshman. This kid's doing all of the things. The other thing I will say is just defense. I mean, again, the defense has been great. And I know we haven't played anybody either, but the defense, even when the offense has turned the ball over a million times and put them in bad positions, they have been tackling significantly better since that loss at USC. They've bailed the offense out of some tough situations when they get dealt a tough hand in field position and all of that. So again, it's like you see these good things. You can see Michigan start to scratch the surface just a little bit, and then it's like boom, boom, shoot yourself in the foot twice. Like, man, I get it. I know we're young, but at some point, it's like I don't know. This may just be who we are. Like that's just it.
Yeah, and I think Dave, you might agree with me. I think the run defense on Saturday might have been the best it's been all year, and
Mm-hmm.
Northwestern's actually really good at running the football.
Yeah.
So that was refreshing to see. And Dave, I would be remiss before we get out of here if I'm not going to call Sharon out one more time for the timeout that he called with 55 seconds
Yeah.
left. And I hate doing this, but I mean it has to be talked about because it's continuing to make these little mistakes, especially in crunch time with clock management. Dave, it's been bad all year, but when it rears its ugly head like this on Saturday, and you potentially put your team in a position to lose the football game because you don't know what play call you have in, or you need to get a timeout to rally the troops for whatever reason you felt like you needed to. If Cudzall doesn't get that first down on that 3rd and 5 play, this is a completely different game, and we might be talking about a Michigan loss instead of a Michigan win.
In,
And go ahead.
inexcusable.
Thank you. Inexcusable, because no matter what, Dave, both of us know, and everybody on that sideline has to know that no matter what you do right now, you have to run this clock down 30 seconds and then call your timeout. Do whatever you want to do, but you have to let the 30 seconds run off the clock before you do anything. That play clock needed, or I'm sorry, that game clock needed to be about 25, 27 seconds before he even calls that timeout. And it was a massive mistake, and it nearly cost Michigan this game.
It sure did. On that note, Michigan fans, as always, hit that subscribe button, hop in the comments section down below. I can imagine you are frustrated too. Some of us are just thankful again to get another win. I'm definitely in that boat, but it has been ugly to say the least. Let us know what you guys think about this team, and we will catch you guys next time here on Garage Takes.